For number 8, using the cylinder, for parts A and B, use 3.14 for pi and then round to the nearest whole number. Alright, so that's a little bit different than the beginning directions. So I do want to follow these directions here. So finding the surface area, first I want to find the lateral area. So the lateral area, which would be just the rectangle that would be created if you were to cut this part in half, right here, and then it would fold out to be a rectangle. So that is 2 pi r h. The surface area is 2 pi r squared, so that's 2 times the area of a circle, plus my lateral area. This is my radius, and this is the height of the cylinder. So we have 2 pi, r is 5.6, h is 13. If I multiply 5.6, and 13 together, I get 145.6 pi. I'm going to leave it in pi for right now just to be easier to work with over here. So I know that this plugs in to this whole section. So my surface area is 2 times pi r, which is 5.6 squared, plus this part, which is 145.6 pi. So I need to go ahead and calculate 5.6 squared times 2. And when I did 5.6 squared, I got 31.36. And then I multiply that by 2, and I have a total of 62.72 pi plus the 145.6. Now, I need to combine the like terms because they both end in pi. I can just add those numbers together, and I get a total of 208.32 pi. It does say to use 3.14 for pi and round to the nearest whole number. So if I multiply that times 3.14, I get 654.12. Now, if I round the 1 to the 4, keeps it at 654. And this would be meters squared. Okay? For volume, we have V equals pi r squared times h. So r again is that 5.6 squared times h is 13. We know that 5.6 squared was 31.36 right here. Okay, now let's multiply those together. So 31.36 times 13, and this gives me 407.68 pi. We still need to use 3.14 for pi, and I get 1,280.1152. Rounding to the nearest whole number, the 1 makes the 0 stay the same. So we have 1,280 meters cubed. All right, for number 9, we have a square pyramid. We need to find the surface area and the volume for the square pyramid. So the lateral area formula is 1/2 times L times P. L is your slant height, which in this case is 17. And then the perimeter of the base, it does say that it is a square pyramid, so we know that all sides of the square are 16. Okay? So I would do 1/2 times my slant height, 17, times my perimeter would be 4 sides times 16. Okay, so now if I multiply 17 times 4 times 16, we get 1/2 times 1088. Divide that by 2 and we get 544. Now the surface area is 1/2 LP plus big B, which is area of the base. Now we just found that this right here was this amount. So we know that's 544. The base, which is the area, would be 16 times 16 since it's a square. And that would be 256. And we add that, and we get 800. So that would be centimeters squared. To find the volume of the square pyramid, we would need to use V equals 1/3 area of the base times the height of the pyramid. So 1/3 times the area of the base, well, the area of the base is 16 times 16. And so we know that would turn into 256. Now we also need to have the height of the pyramid, which is not given to us. We need to use Pythagorean theorem to find that. So first of all, if I take half of 16, that would be 8. And that is this length here. Now as you can see, I have this right triangle created with my slant height or my hypotenuse being 17. I can find my height. So h squared plus 8 squared equals 17 squared. And then 17 squared is 289. If I subtract 64, I get 225. If I take the square root of both sides, we get 15. So the height of my pyramid is 15. So I would go ahead and multiply these two numbers here, 256 times 15. And that's 1/3 of 3,840. Divide by 3, and I get 1,280. Put my labels, so that would be centimeters cubed.